On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At shooting guard, Eddie Jones. At small forward, Paul Arizin.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on... Let's take a look at the numbers for him. The way he shot.
The ball in these last 5 games has been tremendous. His field goal percentage has been on the rise, and he's showing zero indications that he's going to slow down anytime soon.
A look at the Pistons starting group. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Kidd in at the point. And for Cleveland, Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Sarr, then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Anderson in at the 2. Sarr passes to Anderson. Jones with some nice D. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
Clock at 6. Here's Howard, and it's in, off the glass.
And Howard loves getting positioned down that deep, knowing he's a force in the paint.
Over to the left wing. It's James on the wing. Defended by Jones. The shot by James, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Pass to Kidd. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Here's Howard. Uses the glass on the layup. Howard's gotten his second bucket.
I like how hard he's working on the glass. A strong big man who is excellent at coming up with second chance opportunities.
And stolen by Jones. Love grabs the miss.
That's got to frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Brad, you talk about NBA length. Alex Sarr has it in spades.
So many young bigs we're seeing these days. He combines that length with some guard skills as well, and that's a very intriguing package.
Cleveland shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
2 shots.
shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, we're coming right down to the last bit of the season, Grant. What's the messaging like from coaches right now?
Well, BA, for teams that are in the mix, coaches are asking you to keep doing what you've been doing. But a lot of that extra motivation comes from your teammates and in the locker room.
Here's Harrison. Hits a three-pointer.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 5-point game. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
Yeah, they got swept by this team in the season series last year, which goes against all logic.
Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
To the inside. Here's Harrison. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrison's got his second bucket on the night.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
James outside. Back to Irving. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Pass to Kemp. Inside. Here's Kidd. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
James against Jones. James deciding where to go with it. Here's Love. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Yeah, Love can hurt you down there. He uses his body as a shield, creates the space, got in tight, finished that one off.
Anderson against Jones. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Outside Jones. Takes the 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Outside Anderson. James outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1 for 4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Pass to Harrison. Puts up a deep 3. LeBron with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside, Anderson jacks up a 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Here's Kidd. The jumper from the wing, off target.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Now Love. Back to Irving. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. Have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
To the middle. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And no answer for Dwight Howard that deep inside the paint, always looking to throw it down.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Suggs is checked in for the Cavaliers. Over the past month, here's the best in free throw shooting. 4th, Jalen Suggs. And, of course, Alex Sarr.
Both of these guys have been locked in at the foul line. There's been nothing the fans can do to distract them from hitting their shots.
Anderson passes to Sarr. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds to Cleveland.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And here are the Cavaliers now, trailing by 4. Suggs, left side. Just 5 on the clock. Yep, that one's good.
Yeah, too easy. I mean, for Suggs, he makes that in his sleep.
For Detroit, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
The first one falls.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
And so Howard nails them both. Cavaliers trail by 4. Suggs outside. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. And he's going for the oop here.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Anderson finds Love. Robbed. Here's Kidd. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
So often, LeBron in the lane results in a foul.
Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
LeBron James, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back, you really marvel at. We truly have been witnesses to something special.
Howard's checked in for the Cavs. Brown comes in for Anderson. He hits the second from the line. The Pistons lead by 7. Pass to Kemp. Here's Kidd. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Harrison. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds in the game. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Jones. Here's Kidd. Down low. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And there are some games where Dwight just dominates the interior without much effort. He fills it up close to the basket. This time doing it in a hurry.
Pass to Suggs. James outside. 5 on the clock. From deep. And they recover it. From deep three-point range. What a play! It's good! Are you kidding me?
Wow. Whoa! The heave to beat the buzzer. Whew.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes.
And so it's Detroit leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, looking at what we've seen from the Pistons, what do you think?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Jones in at the shooting guard. Now here's Suggs, guarded closely. It's stolen. Kidd, the pass to Kemp. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And now the 2K leaderboard will give us a glimpse of the top rebounding teams in the second half of the season. Number 1, Detroit.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Suggs. Detroit leading by 8. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Harrison. Back to Anderson. Here's Kemp. Banked it in off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 10.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Here's Irving. Kemp with a rebound. Kemp's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by James. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
And he makes a first. The Cavaliers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
To the right side. Here's Harrison. Checked by James. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Paul Harrison, 2 shots.
And he drops a first. Both good from the line that time. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Brown. Anderson covers. Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
And LeBron's still a force inside. Size, athleticism, it's all still there.
Anderson passes to Gasol to the left side wing. Here's Arizon. Check by James. Here's Gasol. And the 6-footer is good. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Pass to Kuzma. Irving with it. And there's the lob. Stolen by Jones. And now the Pistons in transition. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable.
That's good from Kuzma. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Anthony's checked in for Detroit. Ivy comes in for Jones. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward, and that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Anthony against James. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Anderson. The 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Irving. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Irving's got 5 now.
Master from the mid-range. You just assume Irving is going to drill that shot every time.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Anderson's checked in for Cleveland. And let's check in on the players lighting it up in the second half of the season. LeBron James, 3rd.
You have to appreciate scorers who turn it on down the stretch. He's given them points in crucial games.
Detroit leading by 7. Ivy outside. Anthony outside. Anderson with a screen on Kuzma. Pass to Gasol. Ivy outside. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Anthony. And he lays it up and in. And the Pistons lead by 9.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Gobert with a screen on Anthony. There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Kevin Love's checked in for James.
Number 21, Kevin Love.
Irving against Anderson. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. With only 1 game left, let's take a look at what the final standings could look like out east. You look at Detroit. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason. And, of course, Cleveland, quite a bit of space between these two.
Right now for Detroit, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
And don't count on that coming to an end anytime soon. The talent level of this squad is off the charts. And with the momentum they're gathering here early in the year, it could steamroll through the season.
Anderson passes to Ivy. And here's Anthony. Fires for three, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Melo not afraid to pull the trigger from deep, that time from 3.
Ivy against Anderson. Love for 3. Gasol grabs the board.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anderson. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Ooh, an aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Anderson passes to Gasol. Anthony outside.
Yeah, you can't fall for that kind of shot fake if you're the defender. Melo selling it well, and then finds his way to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A 12-point game to the paint. Here's Love. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
Ivy a screen on Irving. Anderson for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Let's give a huge Cleveland welcome to the Cavs Crew Hot Squad. Attention fans, on the court now is your Hot Squad. Get loud and let them hear it. 3 t-shirts are on their way. Get on your feet and get loud.
For Rudy Gobert, and Suggs is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Howard's checked in for Gasol. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Outside, Anderson. Here's Suggs. No good off the back of the rim. The Pistons have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to Anthony. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Outside, Anderson. Here's Kuzma. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Howard with a screen on Love. Here's Anthony. Again, the Pistons score.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Cleveland has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside, Anderson. Suggs against Anderson. Pass to Love. Here's Sarr. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Ivy passes to Anthony. No good from outside. Cavaliers trail by 14. Now Love. He's guarded by Anthony. Love controls the rebound and the putback. Love's got 6.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
Ivy outside. And he lobs it up top. Stripped away. Outside, Anderson. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Detroit leading by 12. Anthony outside to the inside. Lets it go. Rebounded by Suggs.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Anderson passes to Sarr. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Dwight Howard picks one up.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks, too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Here's Kidd. He's covered by Suggs. Pass to Anthony. Over Kuzma. Anthony with a bucket. He's got 14.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
A big-time effort for Carmelo Anthony, providing a lot of energy for Detroit. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. And looking ahead tonight, and that's it for halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, you got to like what Carmelo Anthony has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Trailing by 13. We've got LeBron James. Kevin Love out there with Sarr. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Anderson in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Harrison pass to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Irving. Inside. It's picked off. And now the Pistons in transition. Howard's shot's good. Howard's got 16 points now.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Outside Love. Back to James. Got a piece of it. They set the screen. Down low. Sarr. Oh, rejected by Howard.
Well, that reach of Dwight Howard is so impressive. A dominant shot blocker and a tremendous athlete.
The shot by Kidd, no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside for Irving. Offline with a three.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to Harrison. Just 5 to shoot from behind the arc. Counted from distance. He's got 10.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. The 2K leaderboard featuring the best shooting team since the break. Cleveland, second.
This is a hot offense. Recently, they've had no issues getting the ball in the hoop.
Left side, Irving. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And it's Howard finishing it off.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Here's James. And it's good. 2 points. James has got 11.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Here's Harrison. Off the mark there with a 3. James against Howard. Pass to Kemp. Out to the wing. Howard in the high post. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it.
That anticipation off the charts. Great job by LeBron to deny that one.
Got a hand on it. Here's Kidd. Anderson covers. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 to fall. Jones has got his second basket.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Anderson. James against Jones. Sarr passes to Anderson. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets. Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
James outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Detroit leading by 20. Harrison pass to Kidd. Here's Kemp. Pass to Harrison. Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Irving. To the middle. Kicks it out to Anderson. And it's all from three-point range.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside Love. Left side Anderson. Pass to James. Back to Anderson. Love passes to Irving. Goes up on the wing. And once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And here's Anderson. He's got 5. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Anderson's got his third bucket of the night.
Not only is Sarr a willing passer, he's a very skilled passer as well.
Offensive board. There's a screen. Here's Kidd. Love grabs the miss. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Anderson passes to Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
It's got to be something else to be a teammate of Irving's. What a generational talent.
And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Gobert's checked in for Sarr. Howard comes in for Love. Brown's checked in for James. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Anderson. Anderson gets the bucket.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
The Cavaliers trail by 21.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. Suggs, the pass to Gobert. That's tipped.
Oh, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Anderson's got 8 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
So good at knowing when to shoot and when to pass off the screen. Kyrie Irving dictating the defense that time.
And Anthony, here we go. And the ball's out of bounds. It was last touched by Anthony.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And Cleveland making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Suggs finds Kuzma. Inside. Here's Gobert. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
His first.
It's on Marc Gasol.
The length of Gobert is a problem for any defense. And of course he uses it so well to draw contact while shooting.
And the second free throw is good.
For his career, Gobert's field goal percentage is in the same ballpark as his free throw percentage.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Anthony. And Gobert with a block. Kuzma, right side. And Ivy pulls it down. Detroit leading by 21. Pass to Anthony. He shoots. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Brown sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got 5.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Suggs against Anderson. Down low. Off target at the rim. Howard with the ball. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Pistons on top. They lead by 18. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. The Pistons lead by 18. Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Marc Gasol, and it's Kemp in at the power forward position. Pass to Harrison. Six on the shot clock. Tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Suggs with the bucket.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Pass to Harrison from the arc. Offensive rebound. Jones, the pass to Gasol. He's off on the layup. Cavaliers trail by 16. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Detroit.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Anderson's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Howard's checked in for Gasol. And so Howard nails them both.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Pass to Kemp. Throws it up high. Ooh, poked away. Now here's Howard. Not a lot of room.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
The Pistons lead by 12. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Kept alive. And the basket is good.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
Here's Arizon. Howard, pass to Kemp. Here's Arizon. Outside Jones. Just 4 to shoot. Howard finds Jones. Here's Kidd. And again, no good by Detroit.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Brown passes to Suggs. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Pistons have got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Pass to Kemp. Here's Arizon. To win the cold spell. Howard grabs the miss. Outside, Anderson. Suggs surveys the D. Here's Sarr, guarded by Howard. Sarr passes to Anderson. Here's Brown. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. Suggs with the bucket.
They've still got work to do, but it's impressive how they battled back.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Now here's Howard. Here's Jones. Drills the baseline jumper.
Assist from.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Suggs, the pass to Howard. To the wing on the left. And there's the drive. Count that one.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Pass to Kemp. Here's Kidd over Suggs. The shot by Kidd, no good.
And just unable to get anything going tonight. I mean, his teammates have really bailed him out.
Anderson passes to Suggs. Back to Anderson. Here's Sarr, guarded by Howard. Now here's Suggs. Anderson for 3. Arizon pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he banks in the layup.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Pass to Brown. The 3 is up. Harrison pulls it in. Harrison's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Kidd. And there's the screen. And he's going for the lob. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the oop. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Howard. Here's Anderson. And Brett, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
NBA so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Cavs. Kyrie Irving comes in for Suggs. And a switch here also for Detroit. Anderson's checked in. And Anderson, no good on that one. The Pistons lead by 9. Here's Harrison. Over Irving. And he knocks the jumper down. Harrison's gotten 4 this quarter. Cleveland now, time running out. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Dwight Howard really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
Please welcome to the court, the powerhouse dance team.
Love is checked in for Cleveland. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle, and it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers, players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. The Pistons making a switch here. 1:57 left to play in the 4th. Here's Harrison. And the layup is good.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
.136 left in the game. Here's Harrison. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Outside for Irving. Pass to Sarr. The rebound by Detroit. Kim's got rebound number 8 now.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Pistons.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
I mean, you see the shoulders there, right? You got to respect the strength that he has on the inside. The D has no choice but to foul him when he's in that deep.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Cleveland has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Sarr passes to Irving. James with the ball, defended by Jones. Pass to Anderson. Launches it. Drills it from deep.
Oh, man, for over 20 years, has it been tough to find anyone that dishes it better than LeBron?
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Pistons. Kidd, the pass to Howard. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Anderson.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
And here's Detroit. They lead by 7. the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two...
Welcome, everybody. Thanks. A moment here now to see the numbers for Stephen.
He's been playing a much bigger role
in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in its usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Now Golden State's starting 5. We've got Edey. Edwards is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Johnson. And it's Jackson in at the 4. And for Denver, Smith is out there with Pierce. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's McAdoo in at the 5 spot. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Pass to Edey. Pierce against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. And the turnover again by Golden State. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. We'll now go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Coach Adelman. David.
Their team's main focus tonight? Well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. To the inside and taken away by Johnson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edey. Now Johnson looking to end the run. Good on the triple.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
Thompson passes to McAdoo. That one goes in.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Edey. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by McAdoo.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Edey. Pierce covering. Here's Edey. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. McAdoo dishes to Thompson. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Curry's shot is off. Warriors trail by 6. Johnson outside. Fires from deep. And the Warriors miss again.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's Smith. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Crowded section gets free t-shirts. Let's hear you. What time is it? It's time for t-shirts! What time is it? It's t-shirt time!
we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here, and a lot left to play for. If your team is on the cusp, man, you are holding on tight.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
Edwards against Curry. Fires from the line. Edwards, that's good.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Now, here's Thompson. Still without a basket. Back to Curry. Takes a three. Rebound by Johnson.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Jackson setting the pick here for Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Smith finds Pierce. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Ball stolen. Curry against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edwards. And it's sent back by McAdoo. Pierce against Johnson. Here's McAdoo. Back to Pierce. Smith with a screen on Johnson. The shot by Pierce, no good. Warriors trail by 4. Johnson outside. And no good. Excellent D there from Pierce.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Edey. And it's sent back by McAdoo. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Paul Pierce. Different look here for the Warriors. Lucas is checked in for Jackson. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Joe Johnson. Miller's checked in for Edwards. Halliburton subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Curry. He has yet to score. Hayward on the wing. Nesmith covering. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
First one falls for him.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Golden State. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, everyone, time to make some noise for your one and only Nuggets dance team.
moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here is Halliburton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Connects from three-point range.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season. So Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
And here's Thompson. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Outside Robinson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Nuggets leading by 3. Curry passes to Smith. Bobbed up there for Thompson. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the lane.
Just a great job by Smith, keeping his eyes down court, knowing where his teammates are.
Halliburton looking around. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's McAdoo. Out to Smith. Pass to Curry. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Halliburton against Curry. Halliburton, that's good.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Halliburton against Curry. Smith outside on the arc. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Smith. Curry's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a quick pass.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting for Golden State, Tyrese Halliburton. 1 shot.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Denver. Leading by 5. The shot, no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 5 and will return shortly. You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And the Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Warriors trail by 5. We've got Thompson. Smith is out there with Willis. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Mikan in at the center. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Halliburton against Curry. Lucas a screen on Curry. Halliburton for 3. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
A pure-looking jumper right there. Halliburton has such confidence in his ability to score.
And Thompson throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go with the 3. Smith with some nice D.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Robinson a screen on Thompson. And here is Lucas. It's rebounded by Mikan. Denver leading by 6. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
First free throw is good. Denver making a switch here. Murray's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Edey's checked in for Robinson. And it's Edwards in for Miller. And so Thompson nails both of them. Warriors trail by 8. Pass to Edey. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Edey. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Nuggets. And Golden State also making a change. Jackson, he's checked in for Lucas. Good on both. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Edwards against Holiday. Pass to Mikan. Murray outside. To the paint. Mikan's shot is good. Mikan's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Edwards inside, guarded by Holiday. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got his second bucket of the night.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Holiday looking for an opening. Clock at 6. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Nice shot by Smith.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Johnson outside. Back to Halliburton. Offline with his 3.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Mikan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Warriors. They trail by 9 points.
And Joe Johnson is an incredibly gifted scorer. They call him ISO Joe. He can beat anyone one-on-one.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Paul Pierce is checked in for Josh Smith. Johnson hits them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here is Holiday. Hasn't made one yet. Wide open look here for Murray. Misses the three. Warriors trail by 7. Johnson with it. Well guarded by Murray. Edwards kicks to Johnson. Pass to Halliburton. Shoots over Pierce. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And that's 13 points for Tyrese Halliburton. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. Here's Pierce after Joe Johnson scored. Pierce kicks to Willis. Murray against Halliburton. Murray, the pass to Mikan. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
Mikan, shooting one.
There's little the 6'10 George Mikan doesn't do on the floor. He does lots of scoring. He hauls in rebounds. Everything you could ask of a big man.
Now, here is Halliburton. 13 points in the game. Edwards trying to get open. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. Well, it looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way we see it. That night, they were flat.
And the shot is good. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Now, look, he is a solid distributor. Murray is gifted at finding his teammates pretty much in any spot on the floor.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Murray, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it goes down 2 points. And now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's feeling it out a bit. Pass to Willis. Here's Murray.
Number 5, Mikan. That's his second personal foul. Second team.
McAdoo is swept in for Denver. Gordon Hayward comes in for Kevin Willis. Then for the Warriors, Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Johnson. Brandon Miller comes in for Edwards. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Halliburton. Warriors trail by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Denver, your next breaker.
a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Warriors, 4th.
The three has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
.137 left in the second quarter. Pass to Jackson. Thompson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Edey. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Edey's got 6 points in the quarter.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's McAdoo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Pass to Hayward. To the middle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, how about the powerful move there on that slam from McAdoo? Not many are better than him at getting the job done on the interior. He'll always find a way to finish at the rim when he gets a chance. And let's check out some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's averaging 20 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And what a force he is on the glass. Just inhales rebounds.
And he can go around his opponent, over his opponent, through his opponent. A true triple threat.
The first one falls.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Denver leading by 3. Murray right side.
I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
13 foul. The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Becoming a more consistent offensive weapon. Murray finding ways to contribute.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Thompson. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense right on him.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Thompson launches it from deep. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Denver Nuggets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined by Steve Kerr. Coach, plenty of action in the first half. Probably too much for your point of view. What do you need to do to stop these guys?
Well, we have to contain the ball. Their penetration is leading to a lot of those three-point shots. So we've got to stay in front of the ball handlers and do a better job with that. But, you know, it's a long game. We like the pace. We like to play this way. And we feel like eventually our defense will kick in.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Golden State Warriors.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy looks, Shaq.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you could say you won the draft.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. 8-point game, setting the floor for the Warriors. Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Edwards can't hit.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Curry. Curry crashes inside.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Curry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Warriors have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw good, Edwards.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And Edwards drops them both. The Nuggets leading by 8. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Curry. Outside, Pierce. Back to Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. The 4th spot held by Josh Smith.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Edwards kicks to Jackson. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Johnson for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
And zero hesitation from Johnson. Whenever ISO Joe has a look, he's going to let it go.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Shooting for Golden State, Joe Johnson. At the line for one.
And here is Curry. He's got 11. 90 seconds now into the second half. They get the rebound. And McAdoo kicks to Curry. Curry buries the three shot.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Check out the numbers for Johnson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Outside Edwards. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. From down low. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Here's McAdoo. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
The most impressive thing about McAdoo is how diverse his game is. Attacking the rim, hitting jump shots. He's got a lot of ways to punish you.
Free throw good, McAdoo. He's off on the second. Warriors trail by 8. Elbow shot is on the way. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Smith with a screen on Johnson. And the basket by Pierce.
Yeah, how about Pierce there? Immediately
always squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Curry, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Edwards got 6 points in the quarter.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed one shot in their first 5.
Here's Pierce. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the outside shooting presence helped Pierce open up a lane there.
Edwards against Curry. Top of the key. Edwards, good. Edwards got 12 in the game.
Well, I don't know what Coach said to him at half, but his shooting has been tremendous here in the second.
In the corner, Smith with it. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Johnson. And it's Curry with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Johnson. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Thompson with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Jackson. Up top, Edwards. Covered by Smith. Inside. Here's Edey. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 9.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Smith outside. Outside, Pierce. Thompson against Edwards. Curry on the wing. He's got 14. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. McAdoo, and he slams it one-handed.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board. And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Smith finds Curry. It's blocked. It's Edwards on the wing. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third.
And look out how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nuggets.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
They took what the defense gave them tonight, and that was the mid-range. I mean, very consistent from that part of the floor.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Warriors. Trailing by 5. Shoots the 3. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Here's Murray. He trains the quick shot. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Confident from this area, Murray uses that mid-range quite a bit. Rare for someone his age.
Murray against Miller. Outside Robinson. Pass to Halliburton. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets leading by 7. Curry on the wing. Floats it up for Murray. And stolen by Lucas. Halliburton outside. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Halliburton's got 15.
Miller.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And here we go. Curry on the drive. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Warriors trail by 5. With the floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Warriors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. That free throw, no good. Drew Holiday's checked in for the Nuggets. And he's good on the second. Denver leading by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Murray for 3. Halliburton with the steal. There's Miller. Good net time on the assist by Halliburton.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Murray right side. The 15-footer. Good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Taking full advantage of a gap in the mid-range coverage.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for Denver. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. We've got Pierce. Murray out there with Holiday, and it's Hayward, and it's McAdoo in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
You think back to that awful leg injury Hayward had. It took him a couple years, but Gordon is back to being his old self.
And the first one drops.
And what you love about Hayward, the all-around ability. Scores, facilitates, rebounds, and does so with consistency.
Edwards has come in for Brandon Miller. Hayward hits them both. Warriors trail by 6. Now here's Edwards. Nice move. And it's sent back by McAdoo. Hayward looking over the floor. Deep 2 from Murray. The Warriors pull it in.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. The Nuggets leading by 6. Pass to Murray. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Murray, no good.
you could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Now here's Edwards. Robinson sets a screen for Edwards. Down low, Pierce with the steal. Hayward outside. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Outside Edwards. Over Holiday. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Edwards.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Now here's Hayward from beyond the arc and then some.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 9. Outside Pierce. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot from 12. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards got 20.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Murray kicks to McAdoo to the inside. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lucas. Edwards against Holiday. Robinson a screen on Holiday. 5 to shoot. Edwards passes to Lucas. Shoots over Pierce. No good from Lucas. Denver in the lead. Inside. And Paul Pierce with the slam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Robinson sets a screen for Edwards. Lets it go from 14. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest. Murray dishes to Hayward. And it's Pierce in the corner. And Holiday kicks to Murray. Looking to end his cold spell. That one goes. Count it. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
Outstanding work in the pick and roll. Murray is just keeping things simple in these sets.
Holiday against Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.